Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? I know it's been a minute since I filmed a video, so today I just kind of wanted to sit down and do a little chill video, kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me, kind of just talk about where I've been, what I've been doing, and go through some of my goals, I guess, for myself and the channel going forward in 2020. You know, I haven't seen y'all in the whole decade. No, I'm just kidding. I hate that joke, it's corny. Yeah, I just want to sit down and have a little bit more of an informal video. I'm not going to be doing a tutorial or a specific look or anything like that today. I'm just going to be doing my makeup and talking about where I've been and, you know, how I hope things will be going forward. So before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers out there. Thank you to all of you who've seen my content and decided to click that subscribe button. And for those of you who've just been sitting here patiently waiting for me to upload, I know I am really inconsistent with uploading, and it especially got worse towards the end of the year last year, but definitely I kind of want to change that around, and I want to just say thank you all for being here, for giving me your continued support. If this is your first time here, if you haven't already subscribed, just make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell button as well, so you can stay up to date on all my content. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So before I go ahead and lay any product on my skin, I'm gonna go ahead and just use a primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. If you guys have watched my videos before, my makeup videos specifically, I don't really use primer all that often. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I did get this as a sample because I saw a lot of people on YouTube raving about it, and I wanted to go ahead and see what the hype was about. So I just went ahead and pumped 2 squirts in my hand. I'm just gonna spread that all over my face. So I haven't really posted anything in about 2 months now. Well, okay, so for the past 2 weeks, I couldn't post anything. I couldn't even access YouTube. For the past 2 weeks, I was actually on a cruise with my brother. We went on a 2-week cruise to the Caribbean. I'm not saying that to brag. I spent my own money on it too. It was kind of like a splurge. We were kind of out of cell service from the US, and even though we bought Wi-Fi for when we were on the ship, when we were going between ports and stuff, that Wi-Fi was terrible. Like, it could barely access Facebook. It definitely could not access YouTube at all. Like, I legitimately couldn't even access the website. So I just wasn't even able to have a physical presence on YouTube for the past 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation now. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Marc Jacobs Shameless Youth 24-Hour Foundation. I'm just using a little bit on the back of my hand like that. And I'm also gonna do just like a small pump of the Marc Jacobs Do You Dewdrops, just to kind of add a little bit of luminosity to the foundation. I feel like my skin is not as vibrant as usual. I do have pretty glowy skin, but I've kind of been chilling on my skincare routine a little bit, and I definitely want to make a video on that. As you can see, I'm not really having crazy skin issues like I was before. I definitely want to talk about that in the video, but that's a whole nother video. So yeah, for 2 weeks I was away with my brother, and I just could not physically access YouTube. Like, it wasn't even an issue of I don't want to film anything. Like, I just physically could not access YouTube. But then, of course, it still leaves a month and a half unaccounted for, and basically I just was not really in the mood to film and post videos. I was also really pressed for time too, a lot of it. I just feel like the end of the year especially, I just get really bogged down with work. Work picks up and it gets really busy, so I just don't have as much free time. But I honestly, just to keep it real with you guys, was not feeling it. Not in like a, oh, I don't care about it type of way. Like, I honestly wanted to be filming, but I just didn't have the motivation, I guess, to really do any more than get up and go to work in the morning and take care of my dogs. Like, I was just really bogged down with that. You know, I did definitely have the time to sit down and film videos, but I just decided not to, because the way I see it is, if my heart isn't in it, if I'm not really, you know, feeling it, I don't want to sit here and produce subpar content for you guys when I know I could be doing so much better, especially if I'm leaving you guys waiting. So I just didn't want to sit down and force myself to film a video that I wasn't really feeling and just produce subpar content, because I'd rather post videos like once every 2 months that are what I consider to be quality and that I actually have passion in, rather than just posting content for the quantity, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely, just to keep it real with you guys, was just in a spot where I wasn't feeling it. I didn't have as much time as I had to before, and what time I did have, I didn't feel like spending sitting down filming and editing and posting, just because I didn't want to make stuff just to keep you guys occupied until I felt like, you know, I actually want to be doing it again. But really, I really feel like taking this trip with my brother really just helped me to get in a spot now where I feel like, you know, I want to do things besides just, you know, get up and go to work. You know, I don't feel forced sitting down to film the video. You know, I don't want to sound corny and be like, oh, it's 2020, new year, new me, but definitely I'm in a better place now mentally, and I have more energy to just sit down and film a video, and I actually want to sit down and start uploading, have my upload game be on point. And you know, talking about that goes into talking about my goals for 2020, both personally and for the channel. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling right now. I'm gonna go ahead and skip concealer because, knock on wood, I feel like my skin is just like it's finally behaving. It's in a spot now where I'm not really suffering too much with breakouts. And as you guys saw before I went ahead and applied foundation, I'm not even wearing that much right now, to be honest. Like, I can still see my skin peeking through a lot, but it did kind of help even out whatever little discoloration I had going on. But honestly, yeah, that was just a long way of me saying I'm gonna go ahead and skip concealer because I don't really need it. My under eyes are fine and I'm not really breaking out. So I'm just dipping into this Kosas color and light cream palette. This is in the shade Tropic Equinox, and this is their high intensity version. So these are like a cream highlighter and blush duo, and they come in both a powder and cream form. So I just picked up the cream form because I like it better, and I like this shade Tropic Equinox because it kind of has like the blush shade in it is kind of almost like a bronzer blush combo, which is what I'm going to use it for. As you can see, I'm kind of just applying it where you would apply a bronzer, and I'm going to go ahead and buff it out with a beauty blender to just give it a softer look. I do like the highlighter in here, but I just feel like it kind of leaves like that highlighter streak, you know what I mean? I don't really mind that for a nighttime look, but during the day, because I'm trying to go for a more natural look, I kind of tend to avoid that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take beauty blender and buff that into the skin. Going forward, definitely in 2020, I want to be more active on this channel, and part of that I feel like is kind of setting an actual upload schedule and kind of sticking to it. I feel like there's been times in the past where I've done what I'm doing now and I've not uploaded in like 2 months, and then there was other times where I was consistent and I was uploading once, even twice a week. But the thing is, it was like very unscheduled, very but it was very erratic. You know, you never knew what you were getting. You didn't know if you were in kind of like the 2-month hiatus or if you were gonna be getting 3 videos that week. And you know, I never really sat down, not even just with you guys, just with myself, and said, you know, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to upload every week. So I kind of just want to sit down and establish that. So definitely I feel like once a week is a pretty common goal that YouTubers strive for, you know. I feel like that's just kind of something that's been set in our mind by, like, not to get like deep or anything, but I feel like that's just kind of like a societal thing, you know, like growing up, all those TV shows that we were into, you know, they release a new episode every week and stuff like that. And I feel like that's just kind of a precedent that's been set by so many other people, is to just, you know, have a weekly presence, upload at least once a week and stuff like that. And that's definitely something that I would like to strive for. I definitely don't want to limit myself. If I'm feeling it, I definitely want to aim for weekly uploads, but for sure I definitely want to be uploading at least on a bi-weekly basis, uploading at least 1 video every 2 weeks. Is that what bi-weekly means? I don't know. I just want to set a goal for myself that I think I can do. You know, I definitely have the time to sit down every 2 weeks and sit down and film a video and edit it and upload it, you know, write a description and all that. By setting a weekly upload schedule as a goal, I might burn myself out, is what I'm trying to say. And I definitely want to stick with a schedule that's consistent, but also something that I can manage, something that's not going to burn me out, both physically and creatively. I just want to be able to have something that I can maintain, that you guys can look forward to on a consistent basis, but that's also not going to leave me, you know, feeling like I need to churn out content just to please you guys and then, you know, uploading subpar content, because that's what I'm not about. I feel like that color just leaves like a nice sun-kissed look. I feel like it's coming across kind of orangey on the camera, but it's actually really nice in real life. It's a really beautiful bronze color on me. Definitely on certain skin tones, it might just end up being like a really blushy color. And now I just want to go ahead and do another blush. I have my eye on this product for a long time. This is the Lilah B Divine Duo Lip and Cheek product, and this is in the shade Be Lovely. So this is like the nude shade that comes in that. And okay, so I didn't really buy myself anything crazy for Christmas. You know, I was on the cruise with my brother again, so that was like my big Christmas gift. But I've had my eye on this for a while. I did end up working a few extra shifts at work that I didn't plan to, so I kind of justified in my head that this would be like my one luxe purchase to myself, and so I went for it just because I've had my eyes on it for a while. And I kind of hate that it's like the perfect nude color that I've always been searching for. I've always been a big fan of like nude lip products. I've always been inspired by the makeup of like J-Lo and Kim Kardashian and stuff like that, and I know that, like, you know, they have that crazy contour and sometimes they have some over-the-top looks, but they really also kill that sort of nude natural makeup look, and especially the nude lip that they rock. I just love it so much. and I've always looked for my perfect nude, and I just feel like this is it. Let me show you guys. Literally, it's like my lip but better. Like legitimately, it's the perfect nude color. I kind of hate that I like it so much because it's so expensive, you know. I almost kind of hate being like, oh well, it was X amount of dollars, but it was definitely worth it, you know what I mean? But I definitely feel that with this product, and I also love to, it kind of has like a similar formula to, I don't know if you guys have tried the Glossier Generation Z lipsticks, and you know how they have that kind of matte but also like balmy texture. Like they have a matte finish but they don't dry out your lips or anything like that. It's kind of got the same thing going on for it. It's almost got like a cream to powder sort of deal with it, but it doesn't dry out the lips, and it just looks and feels so beautiful. And it is a duo, so it works on the cheeks too, so I'm gonna do that as well. But yeah, so that was the one luxury sort of, well, that was the only cosmetic purchase I really gave myself for Christmas, but it was definitely more of a luxe purchase. But in doing so, also, that kind of inspired me to decide that I kind of want to go on a no-buy for 2020. I definitely want to kind of, you know, be a little bit more financially savvy. Not that I'm doing too bad, but you know, I definitely don't want to just go ahead and spend money on cosmetics, because I feel like for me that's something, especially, you know, when I'm not necessarily in a good place, that is something I will do to kind of uplift myself. You know, I kind of get a rush from buying new products, trying new products, filming with them, stuff like that. I really enjoy that. But also just going on this trip kind of inspired me to kind of, you know, work with what I have and use up the things that I have and not be wasteful. So I went ahead and brushed out my brow, and I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it in with my Glossier brow flick. This is in the shade Black. I'm kind of just gonna go for the natural brow look today. So yeah, one of my big goals for this year is to kind of try and do a no buy. I want to use up the products I have before I buy new ones, so I don't really want to buy any more complexion products until I'm done with what I have. Don't want to buy any more blushes or anything like that, any more highlighters. I definitely just want to use up what I have and go through my collection first. So yeah, that is one of my big goals for myself personally, and I guess also that kind of relates to the channel, because that kind of, I guess, limits the videos that I'll be doing unless I get free stuff or I have samples or things like that. I'm not really gonna be doing too many reviews and stuff like that, at least on makeup products, and definitely getting more into skincare a little bit. So you'll probably see some skincare videos coming from me this year. Let me know if you guys are interested in that type of content. And then I guess another goal that I have for myself, more just like personally, this has nothing to do with YouTube or anything like that, but I just kind of want to get back into having a gym routine and being active and things like that, and just working on my physical fitness. Definitely one of the things that me and my brother did a lot was we just did a lot of hiking. There's a lot of shore excursions you can do on cruises and stuff like that, but we were all about saving money and we like seeing things by foot. So we kind of just took it upon ourselves to go hiking in most of the places that we went, which is nice. I feel like you get to see things that are kind of off the beaten trail, and you get to explore at your own pace. You know, you don't take things in too fast or too slow, because you decide really, you know, what you're gonna see and how long you want to spend in each place and where you want to go. And it was nice and beautiful. But there was just a couple instances where we were like climbing hills and stuff, and your boy was struggling, okay? I was gasping for breath, and I'm just like, you know, I've never been like this. Like, I'm definitely not out of shape by any means. I've kind of, I guess, always taken my cardiovascular health for granted. I used to do cross country and stuff like that in high school, and I feel like, I don't know if it's muscle memory or whatever, but I never really lost that sort of cardiovascular endurance that I had. It's always just something that I've had, and I've kind of taken it for granted. But definitely all that hiking and stuff we did definitely brought it to the forefront and really just made me appreciate what I do have, but also inspired me to kind of get back to where I was, because I have kind of fallen off the wagon just a little bit, and do what I can to keep that up while I still can, especially because I'm just using the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara to set my brows, especially because December 27th was my birthday. I turned 24 this year, and well, last year I guess now, and I know some people might be pissed off that I say this, but you know, I'm starting to get up there in age. Like, obviously I'm not about to start collecting motherfucking social security checks or anything like that, but I'm definitely not a little kid anymore. I'm an adult, and they always tell you, you know, wait till you're like in your 30s. Like, and y'all, that is only 6 years away. Like, it's so crazy to me. We're closer to 2025 than 2011. I still can't fathom that in my head. But you know, I definitely don't want to get to a point where I go to bed one day and I'm 24 and I wake up and I'm 35. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely want to do things while I still can, and you know, maintain what I have while I still have the ability to, because you know, as you progress with age, that only gets harder. So I don't want to lose that while I have it. I do just want to do a shot of highlight real quick just to illuminate the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Benefit WhatsApp highlighter. This is just a little sample. I love how small it is. It's so cute. So yeah, those are basically my goals. I just want to have a more consistent upload schedule. I want to kind of, you know, be smarter about the products that I buy. Try to do a no buy this year. I'm definitely more into the idea of, you know, spending money on experiences rather than things, because I just feel like experiences are just a lot more fulfilling. The initial excitement of getting new product kind of wears off right away. And also I just want to kind of upkeep my physical health because, you know, she ain't gonna be here forever. I'm gonna go ahead and take a beauty blender and buff her out. I love the highlight this gives her skin. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I also just want to kind of hit my upper lip real quick too. The Cupid's bow. Look at that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it off with this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara sample. I was using this sample I got that was by Dior. It's like their backstage. I don't know. I don't even remember what it's called, but oh my gosh, that Dior. Oh, you know, it was the Dior Show mascara. That shit changed my life. Like literally my lashes, but with extensions. Not that I really need it. I have decent lashes already, but I feel like when I'm wearing kind of an intense makeup look, it just kind of goes better with intense lashes. Kind of feeling mascara as part of my aesthetic in 2020. I don't go too heavy with this because I find that like too many layers looks clumpy, but just a couple layers lightly over the lashes kind of gives a similar effect. It just uplifts them and makes them look naturally full and thick and beautiful, but not like crazy clumpy. And I think that's it for the look. I'm not gonna use any setting spray or anything like that. I'm just gonna leave it as is because I didn't really use any powder products, so I don't really need to blend any of the products into my skin. And this is the final look. So yeah, I wasn't really doing a tutorial or anything. I just kind of wanted to sit down and beat my face and talk with you guys and just open up about, you know, where I've been and why I haven't been as active, and also just kind of tell you guys my goals for the channel and myself personally going forward in 2020. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to go ahead and leave a like below, and also be sure to go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button so you get a notification every time I upload new videos. Leave a comment below letting me know what you liked about the video, what you disliked, any video ideas you want to see in the future, and also let me know any of your resolutions going forward into 2020 that you have for yourself. If you like my content and you want to stay connected with me, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll go ahead and link it down below. I'm just a lot more active on there, and I'll be back shortly with a new video. Bye.